The Forgotten Child. The colony of Dareth always smelled of metal and dust. Ships came and went, engines roaring against the dry wind, while vendors shouted in every language Lyra didn't understand. Aliens with plated skin, spiraling horns, and glowing eyes strode past her without so much as a glance. Humans were a minority here, useful for labor, too fragile for much else. And Lyra? She was even less than that. At 12 years old, she was a ghost in the streets, a ragged shadow in a jacket 3 sizes too big. Her boots had holes in the soles, her hands were always dirty, and her stomach never quite full. The other colonists passed her by the way they passed broken crates or cracked pavement, something to be ignored. That was how she liked it. Mostly. Today, she sat on the edge of the starport's outer platform, legs dangling through the metal lattice, staring at the endless desert that stretched to the horizon. The sky burned copper, and the twin suns were sinking. Night was coming, and with night came the predators. She should have headed back toward the abandoned cargo bay she called home, but she didn't move. She was tired of being afraid. The shouting began as a distant echo. At first, she thought it was just the usual chaos of dockworkers and smugglers. Then she heard the screams. "Containment breach," someone yelled. The words cut through the air in standard, followed by a chorus of panicked voices. Lyra turned her head. At the far end of the platform, the crowd was scattering, people pushing, stumbling, tripping over one another. Guards in armored suits were already raising rifles. And behind them, it emerged like a nightmare. The creature was enormous, its shoulders taller than a grown man. Its hide shimmered with a slick, dark sheen, and jagged spines jutted from its back. Its eyes glowed a burning gold, locking onto anything that moved. Claws the length of knives scraped against the metal flooring as it prowled forward, each step rattling the deck. An alien predator. Lyra had heard stories of them, bred as war beasts by civilizations who thought even Deathworld creatures were toys to be weaponized. Everyone feared them. Even the soldiers looked like they wanted to run. The crowd surged past her, but Lyra stayed frozen where she sat. Her body screamed at her to flee, to find a corner and hide, but her legs wouldn't move. Instead, she found herself staring as the predator advanced, its growl rumbling like thunder. The soldiers opened fire. Bolts of blue plasma seared into its hide, but the beast hardly flinched. It lunged, scattering guards like dolls, its claws tearing through weapons as if they were made of paper. Screams filled the air. Civilians tripped and fell in a rush